It is now my profound honor to introduce tonight's Commitment to Justice Award recipient, Ms. Edith Bazile. I've still got a lot to say about you, Edith. Edith is a relentless advocate, visionary educator, and courageous voice for equity in public education. For more than 3 decades, Edith has stood on the front lines of justice, not in the courtrooms, but in the classrooms. Her journey has taken her from speech-language pathology to senior leadership in Boston Public Schools and to serving as executive director of Black Advocates for Educational Excellence. At every step, she has championed the right of every child, especially those with disabilities and from historically marginalized communities, to learn in environments that honor their culture, voice, and potential. Edith has shaped policy, mentored generations of educators, and worked tirelessly to dismantle systemic inequities. She has touched the lives of thousands of students and led with the unwavering belief that culturally responsive teaching isn't just best practice, it is justice in action. You will be hard-pressed to find anyone whose eyes light up as much as Edith's when the topic of literacy is mentioned. As a member of the City of Boston's Literacy Task Force, Edith brings passion and insight to advancing equitable access to literacy for all. In addition to accepting this award, Edith will be sharing some powerful reflections on literacy and its connection to the school-to-prison pipeline. Please join me in welcoming to the stage our Commitment to Justice Award recipient, Ms. Edith Bazile.
Thank you, Marlise. Thank you for that wonderful introduction. And thank you for everyone that's part of YAF, and especially for all of you who are here supporting this very important work. So, I don't know, who's going to fire up the PowerPoint? Jackie? Okay. Awesome. Okay, so I wanted to begin with a quick journey back to your favorite childhood book. Just think of the book that you loved as a child, because this is about reading matters. You know, maybe it was about talking animals, magic wardrobes, or friendship between a spider and a pig. What was your favorite childhood story? No judgment. If you're feeling brave enough, I want you to turn to your intimate elbow partner and share your favorite childhood book. Take a moment and do that right now. So you've proven my point. You have proven my point. So, you've proven my point. Not only does reading matter, but literacy is a conversation starter. It's really important. So, why did I start there? I started there because stories shape us. They shape how we can imagine, connect, and make sense of the world. Those early sparks of imagination continue to influence the way we think, lead, and create. Next slide. So I want you to meet Justin. His ride or die favorite was Frog and Toad Are Friends, and he was obsessed. Next slide. He was so obsessed that he insisted, as I read his favorite book, that he wear a frog costume. Well, that was the closest I could find. I know it's possibly a dinosaur or maybe a lizard. Either way, he was committed. Method acting, toddler edition. As Justin got older, he didn't just listen. He started reading his favorite parts aloud, and his reading was dramatic. Like if Frog was a Broadway monologue, Justin was ready. But then came fourth grade. Next slide. I got one of those calls from his school. Say it with me. Say it out loud. That's what I heard. Was he sick? Nope. An accident? Nope. Justin had been asked to read his fourth grade science textbook aloud in class. That's when things changed. He slammed his book down to the floor and kicked it. Then he ran out of the classroom while his teacher tried to block him, straight past the principal, dodging and nearly body checking staff like he was auditioning for the Patriots. When they found him in the bathroom, Justin blurted out, "I hate reading. I'd rather die than read." Justin was expressing his feelings the only way he knew how, and his embarrassment was mistaken for aggression or worse. He was sent home for being defiant and disruptive, and I had to get medical clearance before returning. You know how it goes. I knew something was wrong because that wasn't Justin. You see, next slide. Once when we were at the fish market buying lobster, Justin carefully picked one out. He carried the bag home like it was a goldfish. Then he went upstairs to do his homework. When he came back down and saw that I had cooked it, he burst into tears. "Mom, what did you do?" You see, I was shopping for dinner. Justin was choosing a pet. He had even given it a name, Jerry. We ended up burying Jerry in the backyard. And I ordered pizza for dinner. That's how gentle and loving Justin was. But after that one school incident, everything changed. Justin was constantly in the office, not because he was doing anything wrong, but because he was labeled as troubled. One click. He was referred to special education, and there I was, a special education administrator, sitting in my own son's IEP meeting when the psychologist looked me in the eye and said, click. Can you say that out loud, everyone? One click. Well, I blinked hard. I blinked even twice and said, "Wait, what?" to myself. I felt like I was being punked by my own profession. Are the cameras around? I was in a meeting that I usually led, and my input was ignored. The team recommended a substantially separate classroom for students with emotional impairment, and I objected. The truth was, Justin wasn't emotionally impaired. He was dyslexic and exhausted from trying to hide it. Now he was being misclassified and recommended for a program that would focus on his frustration instead of his potential. I filed a BSEA hearing and got Justin the support which he was entitled to. And this is why YAF is so critical to this work of advocacy, and I'm honored to serve on the YAF board to help change systems so literacy becomes a guarantee, not a gamble. Next slide. Because I believe if we build a student's confidence as a reader, we're not just helping them read books, we're helping them to write their own story. One click. And sometimes the story starts with a frog costume and ends with a future leader. Thank you very much.